watching KWQC TV, making a difference in the Quad Cities. Live from the Quad Cities, with Morgan Otier and Kyle Keel, this is Quad Cities Live.
Today on QCL, it is a big weekend at Vibrant Arena at the Mark. All of our favorite characters from Encanto to Frozen will lace up their skates for Disney on Ice, and we're getting a preview. Plus, families are preparing for a trip down Cody Road for Christmas in LeClaire. We'll get details on this fun annual event starting Friday. And later, elevate your holiday festivities with a bottle from Iowa Grapevines Winery in Maquoketa. We're taking a closer look at some of the most popular varieties. It is Wednesday, December 4th, and you're watching Quad Cities Live. Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Morgan Otier. Well, the holiday season is merry and bright in Mount Pleasant, Iowa, with the annual Holiday on Main and Festival of Lights. Here to tell us more about each of these festive events is Rachel Lindeen with the Mount Pleasant Area Chamber Alliance and Lisa Etkin, the Executive Director for Main Street Mount Pleasant. Ladies, thank you so much for being here. Thanks for making the trip.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, absolutely. So this is, Rachel, a very exciting time for the Mount Pleasant community. These events really draw a crowd.
Yeah, we are so excited to be here today to share everything that we love about our community. We think Mount Pleasant is kind of like all the movies that we're watching on TV right now. It just has a great homey feel, and we're going to kick it off with a great event tomorrow.
Yeah, absolutely. Lisa, let's talk about it. Holiday on Main really kicks off all of the festivities tomorrow evening.
That's right, and we started with probably for the past 5 years, we brought on a lighted holiday parade.
Beautiful.
Which is great, and it's just put a nice little aspect to it, and it starts at 5:15.
Okay, great.
We have between 50 and 60 entries into the parade.
That feels like a lot.
It is a lot for a town of little over 8,500 people, so everybody comes out. No, but it's interesting to see what people put together and it's family traditions is the theme this year. Every year we pick a different theme, but that's what this year's theme is.
Oh, I like that.
And so once that's over, we go right into Holiday on Main. We've been doing that for over 20 years, Holiday on Main. So it has grown each year. It has a lot of fun things to see and do.
The parade, so once the parade wraps up and you say, you know, we go right into Holiday on Main, so that's just kind of like your Central Park, your downtown area.
It's the heart of the community.
Yep.
It is,
We have a traditional square in the downtown with this gorgeous fountain that is the showpiece in the middle. I know nowhere else would you find a lit steam engine.
Wow.
Which is in our downtown, in our Central Park. So when they're coming in, they'll see this lighted up steam engine. We have stores, wonderful stores and businesses. And so we roll out the red carpet for Holiday on Main. We do all kinds of fun things, like we roast chestnuts over an open fire.
Well, that sounds like it's from somewhere. Yeah.
Yes, right? I'm a little hoarse. I'm not going to open up in song or anything here.
Next time.
Yeah, nobody wants that. But we have that. We have bingo in one of our Christmas bingo. We have the horse and carriage rides in the downtown with those bells on that crisp, cold winter night. We have a place for letters for Santa, and the jolly old elf is who ends the parade.
Okay.
And he will be coming in to the 6th grade, always come and stand outside of Santa's house, which is in Central Park, and play Here Comes Santa.
Oh.
So it's really cool, and a very popular thing right now is we have mini cows.
The Highland cows.
We do. We have them in Central Park.
Yes.
Is Highland cows.
So cute.
Oh, and
they're adorable.
The kids love these.
I bet. Adults too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We give them opportunities. There's places to decorate cookies. There's hot chocolate bars. You can decorate ornaments at one of our stores.
Wow.
Write letters to Santa. One thing that I think is really cool is there's one of our businesses, you can send a card to a soldier.
Oh,
someone in the military.
That is amazing. Yeah, plenty to be doing there. And there's going to be different restaurants and establishments. They're going to have extended hours, of course, because at the end of the day, you want people frequenting the businesses there in Mount Pleasant. So there's also a festival of trees.
Yes, but this is the first year for that, and we have a very historical building where my office is called the Union Block.
Okay.
On the 3rd floor, so it's on the north side of our square in the middle of the block. It's the first year to do Festival of Trees. We have 21 trees and 6 wreaths.
That's awesome.
That are decorated, and we have been showing them the last couple weekends, but at 8 o'clock on tomorrow, we will auction them off.
That's
and
awesome.
We will be live on Facebook and live auction in person too. And we're giving all the proceeds back to Every Step Hospice.
Oh, wow.
So
Okay.
it's a first time, and we've got some really amazing trees.
Oh yeah, it's incredible. We have one here in the Quad Cities, a Festival of Trees. It's incredible to see what people come up with. Okay, and Rachel, we're going to have you tackle the Festival of Lights,
Okay.
which is actually already underway right now.
It's currently underway. So the Festival of Lights is hosted by Midwest Old Threshers.
Okay.
There is a 60, 70 acre campground, and it's over 2 miles of
Oh,
lighted
wow.
displays.
Look at that.
200 different things to see that are lit up. And I will say there are some repeats every year, but come back because every year there's something new.
Yeah.
And it's just awesome. It's fun for all ages, and you can drive through.
Look at all those cars. This is a really popular
It
thing.
is. It's fantastic. So, like I said, it's now through December 31st, every night from 5:30 to 9.
Okay.
Entry starts at $10 a car. For more information, you can find Mount Pleasant Festival of Lights on Facebook and the Midwest Old Thresher website.
Okay, very cool. Yeah, that video that you provided was amazing, the drone video, so
Yeah.
people can kind of get a little sneak peek of what it looks like. So this is a campground area for people who aren't familiar?
So Midwest Old Threshers is like a working steam show festival
Oh,
that happens
wow.
over Labor Day. But there's also 60 to 70 acres of camping, and so this time of year we turn it into a Festival of Lights.
That is-
so it's incredible.
That is so cool.
And it's one of the things you just need to go see
Yeah.
to appreciate. And
I'm pretty sure we had Travel Iowa on not too
Yes.
long ago, and that was one of the highlights of holiday events and attractions that you should really go see if you want to see the lights and things like that. So so that's the info, and so it's every night you mentioned from 5:30 to 9. That's
Correct.
great. And any favorites over the years as far as the scenes are concerned?
I like the tunnel. They kind of do an archway
Oh, yeah.
tunnel, and there's a big like toy house, Santa's house kind of a thing. And I should say some nights they do some carriage rides, and some nights Santa is there. So
They actually have a Santa house. I think
Correct.
Santa's there almost every night.
Yes.
They built him his own house out there and has a one of those snow villages in there,
Yeah.
and it's really nice. And I'm sure you can find a lit tractor or steam engine there too.
yes, yeah, just a few. It's Mount Pleasant.
Just a
We have
few.
some steam engines and tractors.
Kind of have a theme going on.
Yeah, and before we started the segment here today, and before we wrap up our segment together here today, Mount Pleasant, I mean, talk a little bit about the community. You referred to it as kind of like a hallmark scene,
Yes.
things like that. So, for folks that are maybe like living really close to the metro that haven't made it to Mount Pleasant, or maybe some folks on our Illinois side, you would encourage them to go give Mount Pleasant a try, especially this time of year.
Oh, especially.
Absolutely. Kind of like what Lisa said, we have a great town square where there's lots of drinkeries and eateries, but then we have lots of great shops. Midwest Old Threshers is where we're home to, so I know a lot of people have come down for that before. But we're not that far, a little over an hour away
Yeah.
from where we're sitting today, so it's
That
not too
ain't
far.
bad at all.
No,
yeah.
and for a town of a little over 8,500, I mean, I have over 143 businesses downtown.
That's amazing.
So yeah, we have a full square, and we have from women's clothing to restaurants and gift stores and jewelry stores, shoe stores. I mean, we have a lot more than a town our size.
People need to check it out.
Yeah, and we're right at the crossroads of 34 and 218, so it's not hard to get
Not
anywhere.
hard to find.
So,
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Holiday on Main kicks off with that parade tomorrow night starting at 5:15. And you can see the Festival of Lights from now through December 31st from 5:30 to 9 p.m. If you want to take a look at a community calendar of events in Mount Pleasant, visit mountpleasantiowa.org. Very easy. Lisa and Rachel, thank you so much. You were just a joy to have on the show today. Really
Thanks for
appreciate
having
it.
us.
Yeah,
Thanks for having us.
absolutely. Still to come on QCL, we are lacing up our skates as one of the performers from Disney on Ice joins us with a preview of the exciting new show coming to town tomorrow through Sunday. That's next.
You're watching Quad Cities Live.
Olaf, Elsa, Mirabelle, and more will be hitting the ice at Vibrant Arena starting tomorrow. That's right, Disney on Ice is back in Moline, showcasing two of the most popular animated films ever, Frozen and Encanto. Here with a sneak peek is performer Florian Valera. Thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you for having me.
I'm so excited, and you just told me that you are part of the show that is starting tomorrow. So who do you play in the show?
Right. I portrayed the role of Kristoff from Frozen, so you will get to see me perform and do all kinds of different tricks and stunts out there.
Yeah, that's super exciting. And you've actually performed with Disney on Ice for a while. So when did you begin your skating career?
Oh boy, that's a deep question.
A long time ago?
Yeah, I've been performing with Disney for about 10, 11 years now.
Okay.
But I started my skating career when I was 18 and left my home right away. Yeah, through a video audition and a live audition, and yeah, the rest is history because I stayed there.
Yeah. Well, the reason why I ask is because I think, you know, especially for people who have seen Disney on Ice before, they know the caliber of ice skaters that they're seeing. But people who haven't seen it, I don't think that they really realize. I mean, your background is extensive. I mean, you skated in France, and you've won all kinds of awards and things like that. So this is really cool to be able to see, you know, people with backgrounds like yours directly in front of us.
Thank you. Yeah, it's actually a real privilege to be skating with some famous names in the skating industry, but also just raw talent and really amazingly talented people that have won many international competitions, European competitions, or national competitions, and just like getting together into one cast to bring these stories to life is just luck. It's crazy. It's amazing.
Yeah, it's incredible. So tell us more about the show. Coming to Vibrant Arena again tomorrow, Disney on Ice presents Frozen and Encanto. So the focus is mostly going to be on those two, correct?
Yes. So as the title says, we are going to be focusing on Frozen for our Act 1.
Okay.
So everybody saw Frozen. It's very it's a classic.
Yes.
Right now,
it's a favorite.
It's been a long time.
Yeah.
So we have it in a way where it's narrated in a different way. Olaf is going to be narrating the entire Frozen segment. So it's very different from the movie, the movie's take. So I encourage you to come see it and just enjoy with Olaf and all of us. And then for the Act 2, we bring the focus to Encanto, which is basically the movie and the story like you know it on Ice. Yeah
Encanto, oh my goodness. So I last year, and it was a totally different performance, as it is every year. You know, you don't do the same thing over and over again, which is another really cool thing that I think keeps families coming back. There was a Frozen portion, a small portion last year, and then there was an Encanto portion last year. And I mean, I think the entire Vibrant Arena, like every audience member, was on their feet because the music in both of these is so incredible. And
it's crazy to see and to hear the audience reactions to these two stories specifically. It's just very popular, and everybody likes those characters. So we're really playing into that field, and we're just getting incredible audience reactions.
Oh, I can only imagine. Yeah. We can't wait. My daughter and I, I'll speak for us. We cannot wait. We're excited. So for anyone who maybe this is their first time seeing a Disney on Ice performance, what can they expect? Obviously ice skating, but beyond that, I mean, there's storytelling there, and there's all kinds of things going on.
Yeah, and after being professional figure skaters, we're also professional actors. So you'll get to see a full performance of professional actors out there, and hopefully we make Disney proud, you know.
Yes.
But we get to see a full performance like that. We also have a plethora of different tricks and stunts and aerial performances that I'm not going to spoil, but you'll enjoy for sure.
Yeah, I think that is also a really cool part of this. Is it's very unexpected, but there are a lot of acrobatics. There is a lot going on aerially. I mean, it's an exciting show for the entire family, which is something we talked about before we started this segment. Obviously, kids love it because they love the Disney characters, but this is something for everybody. And beyond the characters of Frozen and Encanto, we're going to get to see some of our classic favorite Disney characters as well.
Yes. Ice, and it's going to be pretty great because it's during our finale segment. The grand finale basically will gather most of the favorites, you know.
Yeah, very cool. So yeah, it's a beautiful show, and it looks a little bit like what you're seeing on the screen right now. But as Florian mentioned, we're not going to give anything away, so you can definitely buy your tickets. There's lots of opportunities actually. Disney on Ice presents Frozen and Encanto. You can see the show tomorrow, Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. There are various times available, especially Saturday and Sunday. For tickets, just visit Ticketmaster.com or visit the box office at Vibrant Arena at the Mark. Thank you so much for coming on the show today.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, absolutely. Great job. Still to come on Quad Cities Live, we are trading the indoor ice rink for strolling Santas, carolers, and carriage rides. Details on Christmas in LeClaire after the break.
You're watching Quad Cities Live.
This weekend marks the 40th year for Christmas in LeClaire. The annual event celebrates small businesses and offers plenty of holiday festivities for visitors. And here to tell us all about the fun is Wayne Wally, the volunteer president of the LeClaire Tourism Board. Wayne, welcome back to the show.
Thank you, Morgan. Thanks for having me, and thanks for letting us promote Christmas in LeClaire.
Yes.
It's one of the big events every year we have. It's great for late night shopping. People can come out, but there's all sorts of events happening all 3 days.
There really is. Okay, so the excitement, Wayne, begins this Friday. There's going to be stuff actually going on all day Friday, but I think kind of like the kickoff is that tree lighting in the evening.
Yes, tree lighting in the evening, but yeah, during the day there's plenty of shopping opportunities, but the tree lighting happens in the evening. Then you get into Saturday and you have breakfast with Santa at Happy Joe's. You also have the Ugly Sweater 5K fun run that's down on the levee and starts at the LeClaire Civic Center. You also have another opportunity with Pictures with Santa on the levee from 1 to 3 on Saturday.
That is super cool as well, because you guys make, like, the backdrop is gorgeous. Obviously it's on the levee, but usually you guys get like a classic car or something like that where you can pose with Santa on that. So that's really fun.
It's what makes it a little different. Things you can do for when you come down to LeClaire and see what can happen during Christmas and get you in that Christmas spirit. I mean, Saturday night there's also going to be a parade. I don't think it'll quite match Mount Pleasant yet. We're not to that level.
Look,
but
we love all parades are welcome here.
Exactly. Getting all these cars decorated and lit up, and they'll be going down Wisconsin Avenue in LeClaire, which will be a lot of fun to see. And then on Sunday, for the first time in 6 years, we're bringing back horse-drawn carriage rides.
This
is something that Aunt Hattie's is sponsoring. My wife and I looked at it and said, you know, we haven't had this for a while. Let's see if we can do it. We found a company called TDR Carriages with Cindy and Jim Meldrum down in Aledo that are bringing their Christmas carriage up. There's 2 large black horses that carry it.
There they are.
They're only going to be there for 3 hours. I don't know how many people we'll get. We're going to do a very short lap on the levee for people to just have a quick ride with the Mississippi River backdrop. Again, it'll be a great photo opportunity and something that'll create some fun Christmas memories.
It's definitely in my plans for Sunday because, I mean, we don't want to jinx anything, but the weather is supposed to warm up for this weekend, which, I mean, it couldn't be any better, because at the end of the day, what we're doing with really fun, cool events like this that have been around for decades at this point is we're supporting the businesses in LeClaire, and there are so many great small businesses there.
Exactly. I mean, whatever you're looking for shopping for Christmas, you can find it in LeClaire. I mean, the slogan for LeClaire has been, it's all there in LeClaire. Exactly. And it is. I mean, you're looking for antiques. You've got Mississippi Cottage, you have Decades, you have kitchen sink antiques, you have Emily Found It with vintage clothes, you have antique archaeology, of course, you know, Mike Wolf's shop. And then when you start talking about special gifts and things you can find that you're just not going to find everywhere else, you can go, Dwellings has great home decor, so does Bella. Bella has great gifts. You have Razzleberries, Bamboo Baby.
And
You've got Aunt Hattie's, of course, which is here. But there's also the Potter's House. There's Of Heaven and Earth. There's the Plant Company.
You're a good president.
LeClaire Olive Oil Company. Yeah, I'm trying to get them all in. I'm sure I've forgotten somebody, and I apologize. But lots of shops, lots of things to do down in LeClaire.
Absolutely. So anything new this year as far as the event is concerned? I was reading something about there's tons of craft areas this year, and they're going to be open like every day.
Yeah, they will be open every day. I mean, every year the LeClaire Civic Center has a craft fair in the Civic Center. Also, Grasshoppers Gatherings is going to have a craft show in their event space. The Masonic Temple will have crafts. They'll also be serving lunch. They'll also have, I think, a cookie sale, if I remember right. But there's things going on. And then also, we had a space open up near Aunt Hattie's that we're turning into a Christmas bazaar this year. This is kind of going to be an indoor flea market with a few vendors just selling some holiday decor and collectibles, just something else that people can find fun stuff.
Another stop on the way, absolutely. And you can take a trolley around too. So anyone who is like going, okay, this place is going to be a zoo, LeClaire's going to be crazy because this is such a big event and I don't want to park there. Guess what? You're making it easy, and people can park at one end of town and take a trolley to the other end of town.
I think there's a trolley that starts up at the fairway, up on the hill, so you'll be able to take the trolley down, takes you to all the different shopping spots to stop and to where all the events are going on. And one thing I don't want to be remiss, I mean, 40 years of Christmas in LeClaire. It's the LeClaire Civic Club that's been working on this. Plenty of volunteers are involved. You have Connie Allen, you have Joyce Keel, Diane Gillespie. Some have been involved with this for decades. Some of them have just got into it. But the volunteers really make this happen. And also with the Civic Center where you have this craft show, there's also a silent auction.
Oh, nice.
So it's a nice fundraiser for the LeClaire Civic Club, but there's lots of baskets, and you can make some good bids and get some great deals there too as well.
Well, one thing, and I don't know how much you can tell me about this, but I just thought this was just the sweetest thing ever. So there's a Santa's gift shop at the Civic Center, and this is for the kiddos to kind of get that feeling of gift giving.
Yes, exactly. Again, the LeClaire Civic Club is sponsoring this, and kids can come in and pick 3 gifts.
I love that.
That they can, give to people. They can do their own little Christmas shopping right there.
Yeah, that's fabulous. And speaking of Christmas shopping, okay, so you talked all about the event, but you and your wife own Aunt Hattie's, which is a really special place in LeClaire, right there on Cody. And you brought some items with you today from Aunt Hattie's.
We have a little bit of everything in Aunt Hattie's, and Morgan, here's one for you. If you're feeling in a nice mood,
he gave me the nice one.
You can be nice, but you can also switch.
You can switch it.
If you decide to be naughty, you can just run your hand across it, and it'll change it to naughty. So it's a fun little hat to have. Fun holiday item. We have candy cane pickles and jalapeno candy canes. Those sound strange, but one of our customers said, you know what we do with those? Stir sticks for Bloody Marys during the holidays. What a great idea.
That is so great.
Then we also have the Marty Moose mug from Christmas Vacation. It's an acrylic version. Very good.
Got that from Aunt Hattie's.
And we have different towels. For guys, we have lots of guy stuff. We have neon signs, tin signs, all that. Here's examples of a few of the tin signs. I mean, Busch Light. There's also a Chicago Bears one, but I also have other teams. There are other teams, yeah. And then we also have these dome signs that are at a really great price point. Also, if it does get cold, which it will, for when you watch the weather, when it gets cold after, we've been selling Glögg in the store. It's a winter warming drink imported from Sweden.
Really?
It's made with apple juice, grape juice, clove, and a variety of spices. You just heat and serve. It warms you right up.
Wow.
You can spike it if you want, or if you want kids to partake, you could take it to a Christmas party. Have a little toast with Glögg. It's a sweet drink, and it does really, when you heat and serve, it does really warm you up fast.
You can really find those unique items.
And one new game we have this year at Aunt Hattie's, whoops, let's see if I can figure it out. This is a tabletop pinball game. And what's cool about it, if you ever played Rock'em Sock'em Robots, the controllers have your thumbs on it. Then you have the ball that's in the middle, and the controllers have little flippers like a pinball game, but the idea is like air hockey, to get the ball past your opponent's gate or flippers. So this gets pretty wild. It's a fun little game. My wife and I found it at a market in Minneapolis and just went nuts with it.
I love that you mentioned that because what a great gift idea. I know everybody is in the market right now for some of those unique, unexpected gifts, whether it's for kids or for adults, and Aunt Hattie's has all of those things.
If I can show one more item. This is our talking tree. You can see that it mimics me. But it also does music. It has about 10 different songs, and it will dance. But like I say, it'll mimic you like Welcome to Quad Cities Live.
Yeah.
Like I said, it'll mimic you like Welcome to Quad Cities Live.
Yay, Wayne! Oh man, we just love having you on the show.
Well,
you are fabulous.
Appreciate it.
Christmas in LeClaire takes place this Friday, December 6th through Sunday, December 8th. For more information, just go to visitleclaire.com/Christmas. You'll find everything you need to know. Again, thank you so much for joining us on the show
Thank you,
today.
Morgan, and everybody, please come on out to LeClaire and have a good time. We'll welcome you with open arms.
Absolutely. Well, still to come in our next half hour of QCL. Iowa Grapevines Winery will join us for a look at the variety of wines available, along with promotions during December. And later, the Silvis Library is showcasing the many activities and events happening throughout the month, including a transformation into a frozen wonderland. And speaking of frozen, our temperatures are about to take another nosedive. Teresa Bryan has your first alert forecast next.
And now your first alert forecast with Teresa Bryant.
Well, we didn't get a lot of sunshine out there today. We did get a bit of warmth, but that's going to be going away soon. And we've got a first alert day that will be in effect across much of the TV6 viewing area. This starts at 6 o'clock tonight, goes until 10 o'clock tomorrow morning, not only for brutally cold wind, but also some wind chills that are going to be dipping down considerably. Could even see a little bit of light snow shower activity taking place. Wind chills down to -20 in some locations. So again, something to be aware of here in the Quad Cities area. Right now we're at 44 degrees. West winds at 26 miles per hour. So that's still pretty strong. And as we take a look at what's happening now, temperatures ranging from 33 degrees in Galena to 45 in Keokuk, Mount Pleasant, and Washington. A reading of 40 degrees in Kewaunee, 41 in Princeton and Galesburg. Again, winds already picking up out of the west at about 35 miles per hour in some locations, but those gusts are already up to 47 miles per hour, and again expected to remain very, very strong through the rest of this evening and into the overnight hours. You see those wind gusts at 40+ miles per hour across much of our viewing area. Not expected to diminish until the overnight hours into early Thursday morning. Still breezy across the region. But again, we do have that wind advisory in place until midnight tonight for the entire TV6 viewing area. And the feels like temperatures, they're on their way back down again as well, eventually dropping down into the teens below zero for some locations. So it's going to be a very chilly start to the day on Thursday. Already seeing a bit of sprinkles and a few showers making way through the region. Could see some light snow showers passing through as well. Most of those out of here in fairly short order through the evening hours, but do be aware that could make for some slippery conditions out there. Temperatures down to 8 degrees. That's as good as it's going to get. Northwest winds at 15 to 25, producing wind chills down to 15 below. Highs back in the 20s. This is it. 22 degrees in Stockton, 21 in DeWitt, a reading of 21 degrees in Muscatine, 23 in Monmouth, and the Quad Cities looking for a reading of 21 degrees. Cold sunshine with dangerously cold wind chills. So again, be aware of that through tomorrow morning. We're back in the 30s on Friday, 40s for Saturday, and temperatures, look at this, could reach the 50-degree mark on Sunday. So it looks like we're going from the deep freeze over the next 24 hours to readings that are going to be well above normal for the weekend.
You know what? If we have to hear about how cold it's going to feel, at least that's good news. Like for Wayne and Christmas and LeClaire, they're going to have a really nice weekend for people to be out and about.
It's going to be nice. There's going to be some sunshine out there and a little bit of warmth. That's going to be a perfect time to get out and enjoy.
We'll look forward to that then, Teresa. Thank you. Coming up, a family-owned winery in Maquoketa will join us in the QCL kitchen for a closer look at the variety of wines available. Learn more about Iowa Grapevines Winery next.
You're watching Quad Cities Live.
If you are looking for that perfect bottle of wine to celebrate with friends and family this holiday season, look no further than Iowa Grapevines Winery. It is a family-owned winery located in Maquoketa, producing internationally award-winning wines. Very cool. Jim and Mary Kay Sorensen are the owners, and they're kind enough to join us in the QCL kitchen right now. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having us.
Yes, of course. So Mary Kay, you both have been at this for a very long time. Give us a little bit of history behind the winery itself.
Okay. Well, we actually started growing grapes back in 2001.
Wow.
And I was trying to get the grape industry going, and we decided that would be fun to grow grapes, and it's a lot of work.
Yeah, I can only imagine.
More than you realize when you get started. But yeah, so we started growing grapes in 2001, and then with the idea we were going to sell the grapes, but then as they started producing, we got thinking, well, what can we do with the grapes? And so from there, we hadn't made wine yet, so we started bottling grape juice first in 2006. And then after that, Jim started making wine, got our winery license in 2009, and moved to our location in Maquoketa. Now, we've been there 11 years.
Wow.
In 2013, and so.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah.
One thing just led to the next, and here we are.
That's great. And Jim, as far as learning how to make wine and do all of that, the whole process, like growing the grapes and all of that here in the Midwest, I'm sure is much different than other parts of the country and the world. I'm sure there was a learning curve there for the first few years.
Yeah, it can be a challenge here in the Midwest.
Yeah.
We have a lot of humidity and bugs and all that they don't deal with in California.
Right.
But then I've taken a couple classes, winemaking classes, and talked to different wineries that have helped out a lot, and just trial and error. There's some batches that went down the drain. They don't all turn out. But
no, that'll happen though.
Yeah.
We're looking at some really beautiful photos right now of the space itself there, the vineyard and the winery. So just describe it for us, Mary Kay, because this is not only just a place that you can stop in and buy a bottle of wine. I mean, this is a place that you can really spend some time and enjoy.
Yeah, we do have we're a small winery, but we do have a small tasting room. We have places to sit inside, and then in the summertime we have places to sit outside and just enjoy the pretty view out to the south. And we have a small vineyard, but we do wine tasting at the winery. We're open Friday, Saturday, and Sunday afternoons, and so
that's great. Yeah, that's wonderful. Well, you brought your wines with you here today, at least some of them, and I'm going to try a couple of them, but I kind of wanted to see if you could go down and describe as you did earlier when you first arrived, so people can know what they can find.
Okay, we just brought 6 of our wines. We have about 18 different wines. And the first one here is our Caves Road Red, and that's made with Petite Pearl grapes that are grown at our vineyard in Maquoketa there. And our second one is going to be our Caves Road White, made with a La Crescent, so a nice, crisp, kind of a fruity little pineapple grapefruit. Our Happy Camper is a Concord and Cranberry, good for the holidays. And then we have our peach, which is our top seller in the sweet category. It's a grape and peach blend, just a nice peach flavor, taste.
Wow.
Our Iowa blend, the next one is a blend of our Iowa white grapes, compares to a Moscato, if you like a Moscato. And then our last one is our biggest medal winner. We won a double gold medal on our Blue Diamond back in 2015 on the International Wine Competition in Rochester, New York.
Wow, congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay, so I'm going to try a few of these here today, and we're going to do a little bit of a variety. So should we all pour a little bit?
Sure.
Okay. If you don't mind. This is a really big time of year for Christmas parties, of course, and just different dinners and obviously gift giving. You are doing a promotion at the winery for the month of December, correct?
We are.
Okay.
When you buy 3 or more bottles of wine, we give you $1 off of each bottle.
Okay. I'm trying, this is the one I'm trying right now, this double gold award-winning one. Very good.
So that's
yes, and I like wine, so I'm not super hard to please. I will say that, but this is very good. I can see why this would receive a lot of accolades. Now, my favorite kind of wine is like a really dry white wine. So that would be the La Crescent grapes. Like that would be the closest to that, correct?
Right.
Okay.
That would be a semi-dry.
Okay, and you're also involved in some upcoming events as well. So
yes. Yeah, Friday we will be doing wine tasting. Preston has, the next town east of Maquoketa, they have a wine walk. So we'll be doing wine tasting at Hardig Drug there. And so we have that Friday, and then we'll be doing wine tasting for the Optimist Club of Maquoketa Sunday for their Christmas party. And then
This is amazing, by the way.
Oh, good.
The one that I just did. Which one was this called again?
Caves Road White.
Caves Road White. That was very, very good. So I still have to do this one that you said is perfect for the holidays.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, and then for the whole month of December, we have the passport going on in Maquoketa. There we have it's loyal to local, and
Okay.
so there's like
Very good
25
also.
businesses. Thank you.
Yeah.
25 businesses in Maquoketa that you can go and purchase and get your passport stamped, and we have drawings every week for $25
Wow.
chamber bucks, and then the last drawing is for $300.
Oh, there it is on the screen right there, the holiday
there we go.
passport for everybody.
Yeah.
Well, I enjoyed every single wine that you've allowed me to taste here today, so I would say that any single one of them would be great for a gift to somebody else or great for your holiday dinner or your party. Really appreciate you both coming on the show today and sharing your knowledge with us and sharing your wines with us. The information on your screen, though, Iowa Grape Vines Winery. It is located on 55th Street in Maquoketa. They also have a website. It's right there on your screen as well, along with a Facebook page, so you can follow along for any events they're holding, any promotions that they're involved in. Once again, thank you so much, Mary Kay and Jim, for being here today.
Thanks for
You're
having
welcome.
us.
Thank you for having us. We enjoyed it.
Absolutely. Yes,
Nice
good.
to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well. And still to come on QCL, the Silvis Library has a December calendar jam-packed with holiday-themed events. We're taking a closer look at that and much more after the break.
You're watching Quad Cities Live.
Embrace winter at the Silvis Public Library with a variety of events and activities geared toward everybody in your family. Shanice Payne is with the library and is back with us in the studio now. Shanice, welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, you guys have had quite a year in Silvis at the library, celebrating a milestone anniversary, and December is no different. You have a lot going on. So let's start with Winter in Silvis. That's the name of the event, and it's coming up this Saturday.
Yeah, we figured we would finish out the year with a bang. So this is one of our annual events that we've been slowly building back up. So it's Winter in Silvis. It's something that we do alongside the fire station and City Hall.
Okay.
And we call it Winter in Silvis because it's the total downtown area. You can either start at the library or start at the fire station. But there's going to be a party at both. The library is going to be like a frozen winter wonderland.
Very nice.
And the fire station is going to be all things Santa related, even a Santa DJ. So if you want to get your dance on, that's a place to go too.
I love that. Okay, so you guys are going to have some characters there. So some snow sisters, as you're seeing on your screen, and their snowman friend Olaf. And there's going to be an ice sculpting demonstration.
Yes. So. Have you seen Jingle All the Way, like the old movie, Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Absolutely.
Okay, so Terry Reese, he did and helped out with the ice sculptures on that movie.
Oh, so he's like a pro.
He is a pro. So he's going to come in and he's going to do the live sculpting of a Nutcracker. And it's just, I think I've never seen
Somebody
anything
do that
like this
before.
in person. Yeah, so it'll be really awesome to see it come to life, just to see it go from a blank state of ice to
a block of ice. Yeah,
so
that is really, really cool. And you brought some little goodie bags with you here to show us an example. So the first couple hundred kids that show up to the event this Saturday will take home a goodie bag.
Yeah, the first 200 kids that come through our doors get a little goodie bag. There's some candy in there, a little winter craft to do, and then also information about our winter reading program.
Wonderful. Okay, and we're going to get to the winter reading program as well, but we want to talk about another event that's coming up, and that is the Hero Street documentary film series. So not this weekend, but the following weekend.
Yeah, so it'll be the Saturday after that. That is going to be held at the McGehee Center, Shad Park. That way we can accommodate more people. It's a full kind of day, starts from 12 to 4. We're going to screen all 4 films.
Wow.
And then after that, it's a pretty amazing opportunity to have the actual filmmakers come in, and they're going to do a live Q&A.
Yes, we love them. Kelly and Tammy Rundle, they're award-winning for their documentary work, and that includes the films here. So this is a really great opportunity to see the films and then hear what they have to say about creating them after. So a cool opportunity, and I know Silvis is so proud of Hero Street and the history there. So I can't miss. Then there's the winter reading program that you alluded to, and the kickoff is Thursday, January 2nd. So just right after the new year. We want to keep kiddos reading through winter break and through the winter months.
Absolutely. So this is a good way to kind of keep the kids' minds going, kind of keep them engaged. So this winter reading kickoff, the kids don't start school yet, so it's a good day to bring the kids in at any time that's convenient for you. We're doing it all day, so come down, get a donut for breakfast, a donut for lunch, a donut for dinner, and hot cocoa.
Yeah.
Bring the kids to get registered. You know, that's my style.
I love that. Yeah. So this is a really cool, easy way to get registered. It's a cool way to get the entire family excited about reading, especially the kids. So donuts and cocoa, and it's pretty simple. You just you sign up and then you log your reading, and once you do that, you're eligible to win some prizes.
Yeah, and we like to keep it so simple. I like to remind parents that you don't have to remember the titles. You scan the barcode on the back.
Very easy.
Makes it so easy to track your reading.
Yeah, very cool. Well, these are only a few of the fun events that are happening at the Silvis Public Library. If you want any updates, be sure to follow along on Facebook. We've got the Facebook page right there on your screen right now. Shanice, thank you so much as always for coming on the show and talking about all the fun things that you guys have going on.
Thank you for having us this whole year.
Yes,
we appreciate it.
We appreciate you, and we appreciate you. Thank you so much for watching. Your News at 4 is up next.